Welcome to the Law Office of Brian Fagan podcast, where we empower Texas families through knowledge and compassion. All right, let's just jump right into it. Probably the biggest question on your mind is, how long is this really going to take? A lot of people hear the words agreed or uncontested, and they think, they can just sign a piece of paper and be divorced tomorrow. But the truth is, even the most friendly divorce in Texas has to follow a specific legal path. And today, we're going to give you the roadmap for that exact journey. Before we get any further, there's one number I want you to remember. Just lock it in, and that number is 60. This is for the mandatory 60-day waiting period required by the Texas Family Code. It's the absolute non-negotiable minimum amount of time for any divorce in Texas, starting from the day you file. Doesn't matter how much you agree, this clock has to run out. We'll talk about why in just a minute. So to even start talking about that timeline, we've got to be super clear on what uncontested actually means to a court. It's a lot more than just being on good terms. It's a very specific legal standard. And here's the key, and I mean the whole key, 100% agreement. This isn't, we agree on most things and we'll figure out the little stuff later. Nope. It means you have a solid deal on every single thing. How every asset gets divided, who pays off which debts, and if you have kids, a super detailed plan for custody, visitation, and support. There are absolutely no loose ends left for a judge to figure out. And this really breaks it down perfectly. Think of it like this. An uncontested divorce is the express lane. It's fast, you know where you're going, it's predictable, and it's way, way cheaper because you two are the ones making the decisions. A contested divorce, well, that's the scenic route, and trust me, the scenery isn't worth it. It means more time, more hearings, and a whole lot more money because you're asking the court to make those decisions for you. But look, before you can even get in the car and start driving, you need the keys to the courthouse door, right? And in Texas, that means meeting two non-negotiable residency rules. One of you has to have lived in Texas for the last 6 months, and one of you has to have lived in the specific county where you're filing for the last 90 days. You've got to add both. If you don't meet those, the court just doesn't have the power to hear your case. Simple as that. Okay, so let's say you've got the keys, you've got that 100% agreement. What does the actual journey look like? Let's pull up the high-level roadmap. This is the whole trip at a glance. So as you can see, it's a pretty straightforward 4-step process. You file the official petition, your spouse formally acknowledges it, you use that 60-day window to get all your ducks in a row with the paperwork, and then boom, a quick final hearing to make it all official. When you handle it right, it's a very predictable path. Okay, let's zoom in on that very first part of the journey. These are the official steps that get that legal clock ticking, and they're an absolutely critical part of this simple, uncontested divorce timeline here in Texas. So here's how it works. One of you, we call that person the petitioner, files the original petition for divorce. The day that paper is stamped by the clerk, that's day 0. The 60-day clock starts the very next morning. Now, to keep things moving on that express lane, the other spouse, the respondent, signs what's called a waiver of service. This is a huge deal. It basically says, yep, I got the papers, I'm on board, no need to send a process server. It's what keeps the process friendly and fast right from the start. So you're probably asking, why the 60 days? If we agree on everything, why wait? Well, the Texas legislature actually built this in as a sort of cooling off period to make sure nobody's making a huge life-changing decision in the heat of the moment. But for our purposes, practically speaking, this is your working window. It's the time you use to meticulously draft, review, and get that final decree absolutely perfect. And I know, all this talk about petitions and decrees and waivers, it can sound like a lot. It can be kind of overwhelming. And getting these details right is so important. If you're feeling that way and just want some more clarity, pop over to our website. We've got a ton of free resources that break down the simple, uncontested divorce timeline in Texas, step by step. It's a great spot to get more info. Okay, fast forward. That 60-day clock has ticked down, you've used your time wisely, and your paperwork is ready to go. Let's talk about crossing the finish line, the final steps that turn your agreement into a real, legally binding divorce. Now listen up, because this is probably the most important thing I'm going to say today. The final decree of divorce is everything. This isn't just some form you fill out. This is the legally enforceable contract that's going to govern your property, your debts, and your life with your children for years to come. Every single detail has to be perfect because once a judge puts their signature on it, it is a binding court order. And when I say detailed, this is what I'm talking about. It has to spell out with zero ambiguity who gets the house, who gets the car, which bank accounts go to whom. It has to say exactly who is responsible for paying off that credit card debt. And if you have kids, my goodness, it has to have a super detailed state-approved plan for custody, visitation, child support, medical support, all of it. So the final steps are actually pretty simple. Once you're past that 60-day mark, you schedule a quick hearing. It's called a prove-up. And honestly, it's often just a few minutes long. The judge asks some basic questions, make sure you both agree, and then they sign the decree. But, and this is so important, you are not divorced at that moment. The final step is taking that signed decree back to the clerk's office and getting it filed. The second they stamp it, that's when it's official and you're legally divorced. Okay, so the express lane seems pretty clear, right? But you'd be surprised how many people hit a speed bump that turns a 61-day trip into a 90 or 100-day ordeal. Let's talk about how to stay on the fastest track and avoid those common delays. And what's so wild is that most of the time, the delays aren't because of some huge blowout fight. It's the little things. It's a typo in the final decree. It's a last-minute disagreement about who gets the good towels, or maybe someone just forgets to sign the waiver of service. Any of these tiny things can throw a wrench in the works and add weeks, sometimes even months, to your timeline. So how do you keep things moving? It's all about preparation. You want to have that 100% agreement totally hammered out before you even think about filing. Get all your financial papers together ahead of time. Double check, then triple check every single form. And as soon as you're allowed to, get that final hearing on the judge's calendar. Every one of these steps helps you stay in control of your own timeline. To make this really concrete, let's look at 2 quick real-world examples. This shows you exactly how preparation, or the lack of it, can directly impact how long everything takes. First, we've got case A, the perfect run. This couple did all their homework, they had their complete agreement worked out before day 1. Their paperwork was flawless, filed correctly right at the start. They were able to get their hearing scheduled for the very first possible day, day 61. And just like that, their divorce was finalized. Clean, efficient, and as fast as Texas law allows. But then you have case B. Now, these folks were mostly on the same page, but there was one little hang-up over a credit card. That delayed things for 2 weeks. Then, someone found a small mistake in the final decree. Redrafting it, getting it re-signed, that ate up another 3 weeks. Because of that, they lost their court date and had to wait for a new one. All told, a couple of small hiccups stretched their simple divorce out to 95 days. It just goes to show you, those little details matter. A lot. And that's really the bottom line, isn't it? The uncontested divorce timeline in Texas is, for sure, the fastest path forward. But as we've just seen, simple and easy are not the same thing. To make it simple, you have to be precise. That's what makes the whole thing work. So we'll leave you with this question to think about. You have the roadmap now. You know the route. You know the rules of the road. You even know where the potential potholes are. The real question is, are you ready to navigate all those legal details by yourself? If the answer is maybe not, or if you just want to make sure you're on the right track, please give us a call at the Law Office of Brian Fagan. Our number is 281-810-9760. We can help you find the clearest and safest path forward for your family. Thank you for listening to the Law Office of Brian Fagan podcast, where families find freedom and peace of mind through education and expert legal care. For more information or to schedule your free consultation, visit our website or call 281-810-9760 today.